A good evening, everybody, and happy Sunday evening. Sorry we are starting a bit late tonight. I had to wrap up some things before I got started streaming, but now that that's all nice, done, and settled, we can jump into continuing the RX-78-2 version 2.0 build. I've been looking forward to this all day today, so hope everyone had a great day today. I did. Once again was out at the parades, hanging out. I got domed. I got hit in the head with a frisbee, so that was interesting. But yeah, it was a good time. Just super tired. Yesterday was crazy and chaotic and fun and all that jazz. And so, yeah, tomorrow gonna be taking a rest day for a majority of the day, but we will be streaming again here on Twitch and YouTube. And I think tomorrow we're gonna jump back into the Casket of Reveries, depending on how far we get with tonight's stream on this model kit. So, but yeah, hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone has had a great weekend. Unfortunately, it has to come to an end for most. For me, I have the next 2 days off, so I will be enjoying that with little bits of homework here and there. Tonight, I switched up the camera POV again. Cause I liked how it was last night. I didn't hate it, but I was like, you know what, we can do better. So, this morning I switched it up. So we're gonna just hop right into it, continue with these cozy vibes. But look at that! A whole view of the workspace from the top down. I think I used that right. And better lighting. I have the lights on, so hooray. So hopefully this works a little bit better. Of course, we're still gonna have the jukebox right there, and I might move it just depending on how we're feeling. So actually, you know what? I might just move it now while I'm thinking about it. Ooh, I'm gonna scoot it over to the side here. Like so. Alright, there we go. It's a little bit better, kind of hiding some more of the area, but you know, it is what it is. So, get comfy, get cozy, and join me tonight as we continue working on this amazing model kit. So last night we got this portion done here. This is the, okay, my camera's oriented differently than what a little bit. So this is what we got done last night. This is the upper torso portion. Kind of mostly, bro, I had to find headphones, lol. Oh, I gotcha. Mostly this is just the inner frame with some of the exterior pieces on there. I think the only ones are like this front piece, and I believe the red parts are part of the inner frame as well. So, but that is a-okay. So for the time being, I'm going to leave the armor off of that, and we're gonna move on to the next part of the torso, which is the core fighter, which makes up the centerpiece of the Gundam and where the pilot goes. We're back on chill hop music. I switched the music a little bit this time. We are on Endless Sunday, which is just smooth, jazzy beats according to this. And I'm gonna actually switch up the visuals just a smidge. We'll go with this one, Cozy Retreat. And I know that this has different versions, I think, right? Maybe? Oh, yep, there we go. Just took a minute for it to load. Alright, there we go. New visual and new soundtrack. So, let's get to it, shall we? I need B. B. If y'all did anything interesting today, feel free to let me know in the chat. Or if you did anything interesting this weekend, because I feel like this weekend has just been, I don't know, it's just me, but it's been a busy weekend for me. But I hope everyone else has had a great, relaxing weekend so far. And let me know if the jukebox is in the way and I can move it. Is that? And this weekend is chill, but how are you? I am doing okay. I'm de-stressing as much as possible. And today was actually pretty good. This time we were a little more prepared going to the parades. So we brought we brought charging blocks and a speaker and things like that, so that while we were waiting for the parade to start, we could just, you know, hang out and chill, because you're kind of just there in the middle of the city, to be honest with you. Whoops, those all just spilled over. Bring it all back over here. You're kind of just there in the middle of the city, and a lot of places are like open but crowded. So you're sitting there, you're with a bunch of people, and it's just loud and crazy and chaotic and all that stuff. So, but I mean, other than that, I am doing a-okay. Where's 17? There's 16. Oh, there's 17. Oh, that's the actual pilot seat right there. Okay. Ow! Ow, 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 ow. Poking me. Sounds like Ren Fair traffic, lol. Yeah, I don't know how to really compare it to a Ren festival, to be 100% honest with you, other than, you know, you're walking around a lot. So, but please not go. Definitely get your steps in at the parades for sure. Also, I apologize if I pull something off camera. I'm just trying to get a closer look at it. Nice. So since that clips onto there, look at that little opening cockpit. That's neat. So since that kind of clips onto there, I don't think the side pieces are a part of the thing, which it doesn't look like it. So I'm gonna just cut those off. And I'm gonna take a closer look at these just real quick. Yeah. Oops, I dropped that. There we go. So these aren't needed, I don't think. Those are just extra plastic, it looks like. I see that chat. Give me just 1 second to shave this down just a bit. Oops, woo, that just fell into my lap. Trying to find a better way to grip the piece here, and it's not too terribly easy. Just because of the way it's designed. Okay, I think that's good. Good for now. Later on, I'll probably get annoyed with it and go back to sanding it down or something. So, but there we go. Little cockpit. Last year, a favorite performer I met told me and my sister that she could see all the way out the highway from the balcony of the stage, and she said this morning's traffic looked bad. And she was right, because me and my family were stuck in that morning traffic and missed her first show. Oh, that sucks. I hate morning traffic. It's so, like... It's just insane to me how a lot of people can just get stuck in one spot for hours at a time. And nobody moves. And then when you get through it, you're like, well, what was slowing us down? Actually, speaking of that, I saw a video the other day on Instagram just kind of about that, about traffic. And it was saying that sometimes traffic happens for no reason. And in... Ooh, let's try and cut that. There we go. And in the video, it's a guy or girl, I'm not sure. It's a individual, we'll put it like that. And they are kind of weaving in and out of lanes because people are slowing down. And I kid you not, it's literally for no reason. It's people just slowing down. They're just hitting their brakes for no apparent reason. So it's like, what's going on there, you know? What's happening? So it's kind of amazing how traffic forms, to be real with you. An accident, I understand. If there's an accident going on, and you know they're trying to clear the road and make sure everyone's safe and all right, then yeah, I get that. But if we're just going slow to go slow, no, nah, sorry. I'm gonna try and go around you. Good news, even if it was disappointing to miss her first show of the day, I ended up meeting said performer during our lunch break, and I got to trinket trade with her, and she was an absolute gem. Yeah, and people as dumbs in traffic. People are dumb in traffic. I should say people can be dumb in traffic. It's just ridiculous, man. Even last night, I was sitting in a lot of traffic, and I was just like, wow, this is insane. And even then, that kind of makes sense, because the roads get closed off to be cleaned, and for the parade routes and stuff like that. So, to a degree, I understand that one. But just fighting through it all was insane. Oops, D21. It's because of reasons like that I build model kits to de-stress. Scoot up to my desk. There we go. That way I can actually lean back in my chair. Be a little more comfy. Gotta be careful when doing this stuff because I don't want to cut myself on the blades. Ah, I see. Okay. I was supposed to do that under part first. And then put on the nose. I messed that up. Whoopsie. Hopefully I can get this apart without breaking anything. That's what I'm worried about. Honestly, number one fear when it comes to model kit building is breaking something. For me. And I feel like models have gotten a bit stronger over the years, but never be 100% sure. There we go. So I always do my best to try and be as careful as possible. Especially when working with tiny, thin pieces like this. There we go. And what did I say earlier about this little piece coming back? So we can trim that up. Difficult with me now. Come on. Random question. If I have a D&D book with the only class options being Warrior, Wizard, and Rogue, which class would be closest to Bard? Or can I ask the author of said book if I can do Bard too? I'd say ask the author if you can do Bard. If you want the closest, probably Wizard. In all honesty. And the reason I say that is because bards and wizards kind of, I don't want to say they do a similar job, but they kind of do in a sense. As a wizard, you can learn healing spells, but you have more options for damage and DPS and, not DPS, DPS? Area of attack, or area of effect, AoE. And stuff like that. So, plus, as a wizard, you have higher damage than a bard, I think. Don't quote me on that, though. But I think wizard would be your best option in that case. And I have actually played a wizard before in a D&D campaign, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. So, I'm a little biased. Right, we're gonna come back to that piece. It also depends, I think, on what kind of what you're really going for. Because if your only classes are a warrior, wizard, and a rogue, everyone has to kind of cover something, right? Rogue is good at stealth, a warrior is good at damage, and a wizard is good at damaging areas and is also a good healer, and there are some good healing spells. So, but I would ask first, if you're dead set on playing as a bard, then check with your dungeon master. And see what they say. They might be able to give you a better answer to that question. Okay, so that just tucks in nice and snug like that. Look at that. I'm guessing when it's deployed, you can pull this out. Or something will help push it out. Maybe? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Oh, never mind. You can just pull it out. Or should be able to. Still looking for a DM/GM. For my book, LOL, I just have the book. I low-key feel like I'd suck as DM/GM. Well, I wouldn't say... Don't count yourself out just yet. Granted, DMing takes a lot, and I mean a lot, of practice, patience, experience, and stuff like that. I'm not speaking from experience because I've never been a DM. I like to be in the action and play, but I've considered DMing... Oh, that just came off really quickly. I've considered DMing my own campaign, but never got around to it, so... And if you've never DM'd before, highly recommend looking up guides on how to do it, or if you have a DM friend, ask them how they like it, and if they can give you some pointers. If they're okay with that. Again, coming from a guy who's never been a DM, I don't know. There we go. Now that's more stable. Trying to make sure I don't mess the booklet up too much, because that would suck. Oh, excuse me. It's been a minute since I've played D&D, I just realized. I don't remember... No, I do remember when the last time I played was. Nope. It was a while ago. Which low-key kind of sucks. Oops. But I've... one of my friends has been apparently getting something set up. So I may end up in a new campaign. I don't know. But the campaign I was in previously was a really, really fun time. I played as a Tabaxi wizard, and it was super cool. I enjoyed it. I loved my character, and I had fun playing with most of the people that I play with. I should say majority of the people. The DM was super great too. He was super cool, super chill, could tell a great story. But sadly, I think life got the better of all of us, and we just really haven't played in a while. That, and I think there was some inside conflict with one of the members, but we're not going to talk about that. We're not here for that. Excuse me. I don't know why I feel like I've been having to clear my throat a lot more lately. Although I am just getting over, I don't know if it was a cold or whatever, but something like that. I wasn't feeling too good for a couple days. And I've gotten clear of it, I think, now, but it's just been still progressively being annoying. You got plague. I hope not. That's one of the things I do not need right now in this life, is the plague. Or ever. In any life, for that matter. A23. There it is. H13. All right. And then we need A21. And after we kind of get this put together, I'm going to turn off my heater and grab a thing of water. getting in that zone, man. Getting focused. Probably have to go back and file or sand this part down later. Whoop, no. Later. But looks okay. Brad also got quiet, lol. And I'd be playing Baldur's Gate 3 while watching stream, lol. Ah, nice. Yeah, sorry if I go quiet for a little while. It's just getting that focus in. Getting locked into the focus zone. I'll try not to get too lost in the sauce there, but sometimes I just drift off. But hey, a girl can dream, a girl can dream of Ren Fair while watching. Yeah. It's kind of interesting to me sometimes, the things that we think about when we're just, I mean, just doing things like that. Playing games, building model kits, all that kind of stuff. Just get lost in thought. And then it's like, well, where did the time go? Oops. Okay. I am going to grab a water and turn off my heater. And we're gonna do that. So enjoy the music for a moment, grab a drink, grab a snack, and stay tuned, because we will be right back. And we're back. What row? Whoopsie daisy. I don't know what happened there, but Apparently the stream got a little unstable. So hopefully it did not disappear. But I do apologize about that anyway. Speaking of snacks, I went and got myself a snack as well. I got some mint Oreos. I don't know why this is weird. Here we go. Mint Oreo. And a bottle of water to hydrate with. So. That will be nice. So if you hear me crunching, because I'm crunching on some Oreos. Aww. They've gone a bit stale. That's right. That is alright. Little buff. A19 and A32. Ooh. There we go. That came off nicely. An A32. Get on there. Come on now. There we go. Whee! Little fin. Look at that. And this just slides on back in here. Aw, look at it. Whee! Little jet. That's cool. Cut those off together, because these are both the next pieces that I need. Just gonna do nice little gentle breaks here. There we go. Got one of the little wings on there. Look at that. I think I'll make tonight's stream a tad short. I was planning on going for a while, but I am feeling tired. But I'm also getting really in the zone here. So, I don't know. We'll see. Ooh. For now, I am just enjoying the vibe. And I hope you are as well. Oops, uh-oh. It's not good. The vibe is good. Glad to hear it. If the vibe was not good, we would have problems. Oh, these are tiny pieces. Looking at mods in Baldur's Gate 3, and man, the weirdest things Baldur's Gate 3 puts in mods, I find the weird ones weird yet hilarious. There are also good mods too that are actually useful. That's pretty cool. As far as modding goes, the only thing I've done is Minecraft and Terraria. No, I've done a few things. Minecraft, Terraria, rounds, and something else I feel like, but I'm not sure. It's always been a good time playing those games and doing mods and stuff like that. But there it is, little core fighter. Whoop. Check that out. Little airplane. Close the canopy. Whoosh, whoosh. And there's landing gear as well that we'll put on in just a moment. But it can fold up. Actually, I know what we'll do here. For the time being, we are going to transform it into... Oh, check that out! Oh, that's awesome! That folds up nice and neatly into its little core mode. Into the core block, I think is what it's called. And then it can flip back out. Look at that! Oh, hold on. This part is a little difficult. This front piece, it's a little tough to get out, but come on. If I could just give it a little wiggle. There we go. Oh, I just pulled the nose off. Whoops. Ah. Alright, I might have to sand down that connection at some point, because it is in there good. It should come out. Wow, okay. There we go. Yeah. Might be a good idea just to sand down something in there. That way it makes the transformation smoother. But we have Core Fighter. Hooray! Which I have been told, unfortunately, you cannot display the Core Fighter and still have the Gundam intact. Which is... meh. Look at these itty bitty, teeny tiny little landing gear. Look at it. It's so little. So tiny. Oops. Oh, one fell off. Oh. They all fell off. Just when I had the last one getting put on there. There it is. Tiny. There we go. Think. Little core fighter with a little landing gear that does not want to stay on. That's alright. There we go. Okay. Alright, you know what I've just figured out? Why my views are funky? Is because this needs to get flipped like that. There we go. I was like, why does that look so weird? Fixed it. Only took me an hour. But I noticed it out of the corner of my eye and it just started bothering me and I was just like, okay. We're fixing that. So, there we go. Now you see it all exactly as I see it. I will try to remember that for the next stream, build stream. Not the sharpest tool in the shed, but I have my moments. Somebody once told me the world was gonna... Oh. Nice. See? I'm not that smart. Alright, so this is part of the head unit right here. And if I can get close... It kind of looks like Darth Vader's helmet just a little bit. Which is cracking me up. Oh! Woo! That went flying. That was pretty cool. Clip for you, right? Oh, that went flying too. Clip right there for you. Keep an eye out for that one on the shorts and whatnot. That is not the right runner. I was like, why? That does not look right. Yeah, because it was not right. Whoops. Again, I'm not the sharpest tool, I'm not the brightest bulb. I have my moments. I don't know who was the first person to say that, or any of those. Actually, what do you even call those? Similes? Idioms? There it is. Automatopoeia? No idea. But whatever it's called, I wonder who was the first person to say it. Alright. So right now, I think A27 is, oh no, it is a part of the inner frame. Okay. At least I think so. We'll see. Either way, it's going on the kit, so. But I kind of just wanted to start building just the inner frame and then and then do the armor later, because then it's just, I think, plug and play, to be real with you. But I don't know, because the instructions, they just keep going. They're just like, hey, you know, add this part next, add this part next. I'm like, okay. But I'm not 100% sure what all is incorporated into the inner frame and what is not. Other than the gray. I can tell the gray is supposed to be inner frame pieces, but, you know, I feel like that one's self-explanatory. Does this... Oh, there. There we go. Screws on here. Why it not do that? Oh. Actually, that might be easier to do. Oh, there we go, it's doing it. It's getting on there. Give it a little push. If it's not stuck. No? No. It's not going in. Is this really supposed to last? need something smooth to try and... Ooh, that was weird. Whoa! Try with my glasses. No? Really? Come on. I've got to be doing this wrong somehow. Ah, yeah, I was doing it wrong. Ah. See, I'm gonna... Oh, wait. Stupid mistakes. There we go. All right. So now we should be able to do this. So landing gears coming off of the core fighter. And we're gonna slide that in. Bring it around town. Fold down that wing and fold it up. Fold in those wings right there. And it all should fit together. Just like that. Oh wait, hold on. Let me try doing this side first. There we go. And then goes up in there, and I think yep, to close it off we gotta latch that. Oh, then these should hold up. Oh, what's going on there? What's going on there? Give me a minute while I struggle to get this to sit where it should. There we go. And we close that down. And just like that. Boom! That's the upper torso. Woohoo! That is spectacular right there. And then we can just open this up. like that. And there is the pilot seat right in there. Where the core fighter is. And we can disassemble it and take the core fighter out. So, right on. That is pretty badass. Alright. Next is the head, which actually does not look like it'll be too long of a process, so I think we'll do that. And then we'll do the backpack. And probably call it there for the night, to be real. Oh. Man. Nice, with the Smash Mouth lyrics. That's pretty funny. Alright, F7, A2. Oh wait, I missed something. F6 and B6, that's where we start. So F6 and B6. So one of the things I did hear about with this kit, is the head dimensions are a little weird. Or getting the armor on. And I don't know if they fixed that since, because this kit came out in 2020. I want to say 2024. So it's been a little while, so I don't know if they've revamped that with newer releases of this kit, or fixed that problem with newer versions of this kit, but we'll find out. And if not, I mean, it's, you know, it'll be fine as long as everything looks good and it's not too much of a bad thing. Then, you know, I'm not gonna be too mad about it. But when I was watching video reviews on it, it didn't look that bad. But again, I don't know if they've gone and fixed this. Oh, there we go. That's the forehead camera. F9. I feel like as well, if you really took your time on this kit, sand it down, make it look super nice and neat, I feel like it'd be worth doing. Because it definitely is worth doing to do all that stuff to these model kits. It's so much fun. And it's literally art. You're making art. And that's the only way I could really describe it. Alright, so this is where the stickers start coming in, and I am honestly gonna not use any stickers. Just because they don't always look too great on kits. So I'm not gonna do that. I mean, a lot of stickers do look good, but sometimes they're just, you know, they come off, they start to peel. The surfaces are not flat, so they don't really stick as well. Whoa, what was that? But is what it is, man. It is what it is. I'm digging this track. This is Soul Reflection by Johan Gerel and Afro. I dig it. The other thing with, I just saw this, is with the stickers on this kit, like, there's stickers for the eyes. You don't really need them. Because the eyes are molded in yellow plastic already. So I really don't see the point for the sticker. To each his own, I guess. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but there's yellow plastic right there. That's the eyes. And it's, you know, I don't know. Maybe just to make them look shinier. Couldn't tell ya. Getting in the swing of things right here. The rain effects too are just making this so much more relaxing, because it was raining here not too long ago. And rain at night is such a beautiful thing. Like when you're cuddled up in, when you're cuddled up in bed, it's all nice and toasty and under your covers and whatnot, and then it starts raining. Absolutely beautiful. Doing too much here on this instruction booklet. Okay. That is the upper, or inner frame, excuse me, of the head done. So we'll put that on for now. Oh, check that out. It can actually look up and down. That is something right there. There's the Vulcan cannons. Small little Vulcan cannons right here. So, but check that out. The only thing is there's this little seam that's not closing up. But that's okay. Hopefully we'll get to fix that later. But that is amazing. I love too, I don't think you can see it too well on the camera. There's so much intricate detail throughout the kit. I mean, on the back panel here, on the head. Oh, it's just amazing. I love this stuff. I'm a sucker for detail, man. Alright, last but not least for the evening, we're gonna do the backpack. And then we will call it there. We get to put the beam sabers on too. That's gonna be fun. This is H. We need F. Oop, that just got launched somewhere. These itty bitty little parts, man. Or not parts, but the excess plastic. They just pew! Need a compilation of them all if I can see them on the camera just flying off. Oh. Whoa. That one flew. That one flew away. Fly away, Stanley, be free. It's one of my favorite lines in Cars. That part is so funny. Bruh, Cars is iconic, lol. Yeah, it is. It is. I've not watched that movie in a long time, actually. I might give it a watch sooner or later. I don't want to say it's the thing that got me into cars, but it's definitely one of the things that got me into cars and car culture and stuff like that. but it deserves its spot as a contributor. Ooh, another icon. I'm a beautiful butterfly. Yes, I think that's a Bug's Life. That is a good one. Which is funny because he does end up becoming a butterfly at the end, which is pretty funny. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen the movie yet. If you've not seen any of those movies, you should. I don't know what you're doing, but you need to go see those movies. You need to see those movies. Bug's Life, yeah. I did hear recently that they are changing the It's Tough to Be a Bug thing at Disney into the Muppets, and I don't know how to feel about that. I know why you spoiled JK. Yeah. JK. Just kidding, it was a joke, man. No, I'm kidding. I'm assuming it goes the way it's supposed to rotate like that. They already did, and actually it's Zootopia themed. That's why I didn't watch Zootopia 2. I gotcha. I guess the... Oh, I don't even know. I went to the It's Tough to Be a Bug, I think, once or twice, and I thought it was super cool. When the bugs go in your seat, though, that was a little weird. But other than that, I thought it was pretty neat. I like those kind of 4D experiences, I guess is what you would call them. Because they can be pretty fun if you do them right. And I think that one hit the nail right on the head. That and the Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor. That one was super fun. I don't know, I think they still have that one. And that one was a good time. I got to be one of the participants in that one time when I went, and it was pretty funny. I was Randall, and the way they had me turn invisible was to slouch in my chair until they couldn't see me anymore on the camera. And I thought that was the funniest thing. I was really little when that happened. When I went to that. Bro, I love Tough to Be a Bug, regardless of my fear. In fact, I actually felt like Flick was a bestie, LOL. Yeah. That just sucks that they're changing. They changed a lot of stuff recently. I just realized another thing they changed was... What am I doing in here? Oh, those are on backwards, I think. Yes? Maybe? Yes. Another thing they changed is they changed Splash Mountain to Princess and the Frog, which I'm a bit miffed about because I grew up with Splash Mountain and I liked it. And it honestly separated itself, I think, pretty well from the very, very bad and controversial Song of the South movie, which I don't even know what Disney was doing with that one, but that one was not good. The movie, not the change. Like, dude, him making us honorary bugs, I literally felt like I got to be a butterfly. Yeah, I forgot that that happened. I don't remember too much of the show, because I am Unk status. So it has been quite a while. I see what's going on there. Fun question for the chat. What is your favorite Disney princess? I think my favorite might be Mulan, or who else is there? Rapunzel, actually. Mulan or Rapunzel, those are both very, very good ones. I feel like Rapunzel doesn't get a lot of credit. Merida is also up there. She's pretty funny. Merida, no weapons at the table. But Ma, it's just me boo. Love it. Fave Princess Merida, fave Queen is Ariel. Ariel is McQueen. Ariel is McQueen. Yeah, I can see why. She's pretty cool. She's a mermaid. So you can't really hate that. Unless you hate mermaids, in which case, why? I remember when Animal Planet, this was a good couple years ago, they did a fake, as far as I know, fake docu-series on mermaids. And when I was little, it scared the shit out of me. Because it was pretty damn realistic. If it was... It probably was fake, to be real with you, but pretty damn realistic. I don't remember what it's called, but I'm sure if you look up Animal Planet mermaid documentary or whatever, you will definitely find it. And that's really what I just remember from that, was it scaring the absolute shit out of me as a kid. Who hates mermaids, JK? Yeah, right? I know. How could you hate a mermaid? Well, actually, I was gonna say unless they're the ones from Pirates of the Caribbean, but I actually like the concept of those mermaids. I thought those ones were pretty interesting. I did not put on the little boosters. I thought something was missing. Oh, that just went on the floor. Oh, man. There we go. Got it. Huzzah. Oh, that's neat. Look at this. This little part right here folds up to be hidden. Look at that. That's awesome. This kit, man, surprising me more and more. Alright, there we go. And also, while we're at it, we can cut out these effect parts, because those go to the beam sabers. Beam sabers. Fun to say 5 times fast. And I wonder if these are compatible with the beam rifle that we will be making later on. Because that'd be nice to have some effects for that. I love the color, the like pinkish purple. Alright. And we can take that and boom! Discount lightsaber. That's awesome. Oh, I bent that up here just a bit. Oh. Only downside is these are very, very bendable. But that's cool. And they just store at that. Look at that. Weapon storage. I love it. So there we go. That is the upper body, the head. Well, actually almost the whole upper body done. Backpack is done. And the core fighter is done. Look at that. Super cool. So far, this kit has been really, really fun to put together. The process has been very enjoyable. And live streaming it is making it also more fun. So, yeah. But that is our progress for the evening. Right there. One more little spin here. Nice. I think that is where we will call it for the evening. So we'll set to the settling down portion and call it a night. If you are going into the week and you are working, I hope it is a great week for you. Actually, you know what? For everybody. I hope you have a great week. We will be back here on Twitch and YouTube tomorrow at some point. So stay tuned for that. If you enjoyed this stream / video, VOD, whatever, please do leave a like. If you're new around these parts, why not press that big red subscribe button on YouTube or the follow button on Twitch. And if you want more content from me, behind the scenes and stuff like that, follow me on Instagram at itsThatGuy25. My phone is ringing. So have a great night, afternoon, or morning wherever you are, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye!